So it looks like the Jordan 4 Undefeated mystery continues. Now, previously, when referring to this highly anticipated release, it was being reported that we were supposed to be getting two separate versions, a rumored friends and family pair, featuring the Jumpman on the back versus the general release, which would feature the Nike Air on the back. Now, Jordan Brand, they did actually confirm to some major sneaker outlets that as far as the general public release, we would only be seeing the pair with the Nike Air on the back. But according to a high-profile sneaker reseller who seems to have some pretty good inside connections, he's saying that Undefeated is going to be seeding out the Jumpman pairs, not Nike and Jordan Brand. The only issue is that we've actually yet to see what these pairs actually look like officially. So as far as the mystery concerning this big release, it continues on. But as far as the August 2nd drop date, it looks like Undefeated is actually going to be releasing these pairs a little bit early to kind of get the buzz going. So as far as their official media outlets or their official social media accounts, they say the Undefeated Jordan 4 is going to be doing an exclusive Chicago pre-launch. So the raffle is going to be live this morning all the way until 9 p.m. Come to the pop-up coordinates listed and scan the QR code on site to enter the raffle. So for all my Chicago folks, for everybody watching, I ain't gonna lie, man, I wouldn't be mad trying to get my hands on an early pair. So y'all know what to do, man. Look out for your boy, I ain't gonna hold y'all. So when it comes to this drop right here, I guess you can enter as well via the EQL raffle, which is currently live right now as we speak. Again, this is unfortunately just limited to Chicago residents only. So let's go ahead and check out what these exact coordinates are. Apparently, if you actually scan the exact QR code, it does apparently give you a better or increases your chances of being able to cop these right here. So this is one that everybody's trying to get their hands on. Undefeated, they're making us play a little cat and mouse game out here, making people play hide and seek to be able to get their hands on this sneaker, which I ain't gonna lie, can you really be mad at it? So I guess this is where my Chicago people gotta link up to be able to get their hands on this drop. And the fact that Undefeated is doing exclusive pre-launches, like what is the connection with Chicago? Other than the fact that, oh yeah, of course, MJ played his ball there and everything. So I'm not mad at it. As far as other exclusive pre-launches, the cool thing about this is more so than likely, we could definitely expect to see, like, say, a Los Angeles pre-launch, as that's where Undefeated was founded, and then probably something like maybe New York or, you know, locations in major cities like that. So we'll have to wait and see. As far as everybody else, we do have the big drop, which has now been confirmed for the 2nd via Undefeated, and rumor has it we will also see these pairs released via other outlets as well. So early word is that there's a lot of pairs to go around, apparently over 100,000 pairs. But with these pre-launches happening, you never know, there could be more pre-launches ahead of the August 2nd date. And by the time these officially drop, who knows? There might not even be enough pairs to go around by then. So I'm kind of nervous about this. It's kind of cool at the same time to kind of bring back the hunt, bring back the excitement, build up the anticipation for this upcoming drop. But I ain't gonna lie, it's also kind of spooky at the same time. So good luck to everybody else trying to get their hands on this Jordan Brand OG classic, one that a lot of people thought would never return. Now, as far as these pairs, which kind of got the whole sneaker game in the chokehold right now, we also had another high-profile Jordan Nike collaboration drop today from Amma Maniere. So we saw the Jordan 5 Black Collective release. This is a pair which, alongside a pair of Air Force Ones and Air Max 95s, did actually drop previously via raffle, but as far as today, we did actually have just like the general release via Amma Maniere. And it looks like these pairs are still currently available. I'm not even gonna lie, these joints ain't bad at all, but they do continue just the same old theme that we're kind of used to. Like, if you had to just think of an Amma Maniere collaboration in your head, this is probably like something that you could pick, like generate your own self, almost like an AI Amma Maniere collaboration. And as far as Kicks Finder, they asked the question, it's not me. They're over here talking about has Amma Maniere fell off, as it looks like just, you know, hours after the release, you got all 3 pairs of these still available in a full size run. And as far as what people are saying, let's go ahead and take a look here at the comment section. Somebody said they need to drown the AMM brown and use some wearable colors. Okay. Somebody put, unfortunately, yes, the first thing they need to do is steer away from the exclusive use of the maroon Bordeaux wine palette. All right, so it seems like the general consensus is the colors, as you got this person chiming in talking about it's the colors, bruh. I'm looking to cop the 5s and maybe the Air Force Ones, but just not from them. Need lower prices and faster free shipping. So they're actually complaining about Amma Maniere's customer service right there. So does that affect your chances of wanting to actually be able to grab these? Let me know what y'all think. So Somebody put, last thing I bought from them was the Dusk and Dawn. Haven't touched anything since. The same 3 colors are getting boring. In a world of free shipping, ain't nobody trying to pay a processing fee and a $20 shipping fee on top of a $225 shoe from a direct retailer. Add taxes and your bill's almost $300. That's real. So it seems like people feel like they can get these shoes for under retail. They're upset about Amma Maniere's customer service. Wow, somebody said they fell off years ago. This dude talking about RIP. And then, of course, people are mad about the color. But this is something that I've been saying for a while now. When you talk about these Amma Maniere collaborations, which they set things off a few years back when they dropped those 3s. A lot of people were calling those sneaker of the year, which them 3s also featured a similar color palette that we see right here. So my whole thing is, I don't really think it's so much like about the colors. I think this is a dope pair of shoes right here. And I don't think it's the silhouettes either, because the Jordan 5s right now, one of the hottest Jordan retros, they dropped a pair of 1s, which I know it's tough to be able to drop an all white pair of 1s. I felt like those should probably have been like in-store exclusive only, not like a major general release like that. And then the Air Max 95s are definitely a hot silhouette this year. One of Nike's premiere that we're seeing a whole bunch of great collabs. And these are fire, like, look at these joints. That's a dope collaboration. The only issue I feel like is that it's just too much, bro. Like, Amma Maniere is not hot enough to be able to drop these collaborations with 3 separate sneakers at the same time and expect them to all move units like that. You know what I mean? Like, even if it was like, say, a Nigel Sylvester or a Travis Scott, I don't even feel like they'd be able to move that type of volume. It's just, nobody's that hot. You know, they're not hotter than the actual models. I think it's all about the shoes. The collaborations do bring a lot to the table. Now, let's play devil's advocate and say Amma Maniere did switch up the colors. Then I feel like people would complain and be like, there's no identity, because look at Travis Scott and them boys. When they drop a color that's not like the traditional Travis Scott colors that we're used to, the browns or the olives, people call them trash. And then when Travis drops something that's his traditional color scheme, then people would be like, they go crazy for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's the colors so much. I mean, they do get a little bit boring at the same time, but I just think it's the amount of pairs. It's the volume. Amma Maniere, as far as a brand, isn't hot enough to be able to move this amount of sneakers all at once. Like, it feels like they get the most Jordan brand Nike collabs out of anybody that collabs with Jordan brand. But I think it's still a great shoe. The storytelling was dope. They gave us good visuals. Seeded out early pairs to everybody, you know, to kind of get the hype rolling. It's just, there's just too much stuff happening. Like, if Amma Maniere only had like 2 or 3 releases a year, like if they narrowed it down to just like 2 drops a year, I think people would be a lot more excited for the product that they're putting out. But as far as them falling off, no, I just think there's just too much product that they're dropping. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think about Amma Maniere. Did you happen to pick up these today, or do you guys feel like it is true and they fell off? And what do y'all think about this Undefeated drop, man? Remember, my Chicago folks, man, if y'all are watching, show love in the comment section, man. You guys already know what time it is. JATV, I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out, y'all. Love.